My lord, it seems as though our ranks have grown to 200,000 strong. The Hydro Homies are now one of the most powerful armies in the entire universe. I suggest we make our move now, and take the Hydro Dam while it's still there. The infinite water supply would boost our ranks tremendously and make us even more powerful than we ever thought we could become. Very well, my lord. It will be done.
Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's me, Daily Tactics here, and we did it, boys. We hit 200k subs! Easy clap. Okay, it wasn't that easy. It was a lot of hard work, but we did it, boys, and I want to say thank you all so much for the support. It means the world to me. This is just such an awesome achievement that we made, and I'm really excited for the future of this channel. I've got some big plans coming up, and it's going to be epic. So I thought today we'd do a bit of a 200,000 sub celebration in Men of War Assault Squad 2, the video game that truly, sort of brought me to this level on YouTube. So we have 2,000 clone troopers out here in the woods, and they're going to be attacking the classic Hydro Dam bridge defense that we have used in a lot of really popular videos of mine, and they are going to be trying to take over the Hydro Dam for the sake of the Hydro Homies, boys. The Hydro Dam is being guarded by Magna Guards only, so elite units. They have Flammenwerfers, they have E-Web turrets, and they have mortars galore. They are outnumbered about, like, I don't know, 20 to 1 or something like that, but they've got this killer choke point and a whole lot of big guns, and the 501st Legion is going to be hitting them pretty hard themselves. So it should be a really fun battle. I'm very excited for it. It will likely be a little bit laggy in the beginning just because there are so many troopers on the field right now, but the lag should subside slowly but surely. In addition to that, I wanted to tell you guys about the 200k giveaway. There will be an announcement probably next week about that. I'm still working on the best way to get people entered into the giveaway, so I'm still working on that a little bit, but I think it will be a mixture of Lego Star Wars stuff, Star Wars video games, and maybe some other merch or something like that. So please be patient with me for a little bit, but I will get that 200k giveaway going very soon. Be prepared for an announcement for that sometime next week. Either way, guys, thank you again for 200,000 subs. Let's get into the battle. Yo, what's going on, gamers? I just really quick wanted to let you know that I have completely reworked my merchandise store. It was a mess before, but now it's nice and clean, and I have also released a brand new design on there. So if you're looking to get some sweet Star Wars The Clone Wars swag, then check out the Daily Tactics merch store. All you gotta do is click on the Clone Wars Begins design. This is the brand new one. Ooh, it's so fire. I actually really like it. I think it looks really cool. It's like clones going into the first battle of Geonosis, nice and fiery and hot. Oh, it's pretty epic. And then you can choose what product you want off on the side here. So it's much more streamlined now, much easier to use. You can even get leggings if you want. It's awesome. So yeah, check out the link in the description below if you want to cop some Daily Tactics merch. We got 6 products up there, and the brand new one is fiery and hot. Okie dokie then, boyos. We're gonna go in slow-mo actually for the first bit here because it helps with the lag a little bit. There's just less processing that my computer has to do. And we're pressing start, and the clone troopers begin their march forward, and the Flammenwerfer begin to fire the flame arcs at the cloning troopers. Love it. That's epic. And they are, oh my god, they are burning. They are burning big time. With a mixture of mortar fire coming in as well, and E-Web turret fire, and light arms fire. Oh, it's a slaughter. It is a slaughter. That is brutal, dude. Oh, so many clones are dying. So many clones are dying. Oh, holy cow. Oh, 1 like equals 1 Lord Gonk prayer for the clone troopers, boys. This is tragic. It's a clone flambe. They're flambeing them. Oh, wow. And yet that is still like 1% No, not 1%. Maybe like 5% of the total clone troopers on the field right now. So that barely even made a dent in the clone army, yet it looked so horrifically brutal. Ooh, we have another little flambe going on over here, where we got a flame turret just dousing these clone troopers in napalm, essentially. Oh, it's brutal. Oh, God, the clone manatee. Oh! And yet, at the same time, it's kind of BEA beautiful, baby. Look at him burn. These poor clones. Honestly, it's kind of tragic a little bit. Oh my goodness. But the backup is coming in from the woods back here, and they are starting to get a lot more fire out on these defenses. It looks like the majority of the flame turrets are down for the CIS here. There's one over this way that is still managing to get some nice flames, licking these clone troopers off on the far right, but I assume he's going to go down pretty soon, as the rest of the flame turrets have just all been destroyed. Meanwhile, the E-Web turrets in the front of the bridge here also going down relatively early in the battle. Lots of the infantry is just suppressed because they're literally going up against 2,000 clone troopers. They're able to fire so much into them that I don't even know if they're going to get another shot off ever at this point. The mortar is getting some fire out there, though, and that's probably the most powerful unit that the droids have right now, because, you know, these clusters of clones are going to go down big time from those nasty explosions from the mortar. So that is a beautiful weapon to still have alive. Not to mention, we got a cheeky beaky little flame turret way back here in the middle of this choke point that is going to be able to douse some clone troopers in flames as they get closer. But the clones are probably going to have to be like in this wheelhouse right here, like right up in there for this thing to hit them, because the flame turrets, while very powerful, if they actually are able to get their flame throwers off, they are extremely weak when it comes to actual distance that they can shoot out those flames. You know, they're limited to maybe like 20 meters or something like that, some minuscule amount of distance that they can actually shoot those things out. So not the most powerful things in the world when it comes to distance, but if you are finding yourself in the wheelhouse of one of those flame tanks, no, not tanks, turrets, then you are as good as donezo. It's a bad time, boys. It's a bad time. The mortar's still alive, though. I wonder how many kills it's got. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. It has 13. That's it. That's weak. How about the flame turrets? This one has 15. This one has 7. This one has 38. This one has 7. And this one has 55. Okay. A lot of clones have died at the hands of those flame turrets, that's for sure. Those poor chaps. Those poor chaps. The side rooms here are being cleared out by the clones really nicely. It's a slaughter right now. It's a slaughter for the Magna Guards. I mean, well, and the clones. It's a slaughter for everyone. No one's having a good time in this battle. Not even us. It's so laggy. It's like absurdly laggy, dude. It's absolutely insane. Honestly, 2,000 clones might just be too much. It might be too much. You know what? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I deleted about 500 clone troopers from the battlefield. So if the clones do end up losing with, you know, 1,500 clone troopers, give or take, on the battlefield, then I will give them 500 clone trooper reinforcements towards the end of the battle. But I think it's worth it just for the sake of viewability. You know, that was just far too laggy for us to keep going like that. That was kind of brutal in the lag department. But not to worry, you know, if the clones do end up biting the dust here, I don't imagine they will. I mean, it's such a powerful, huge force. I don't see how they could possibly lose. But on the off chance that they do lose, even with this super force of troopers still left alive, then I will add 500 more soldiers to the battlefield, and they'll get those. Either way, the flame turret is starting to lick some of these 501st troopers with a little bit of flame fire right there. You know, there's an entire waterfall over that way. Maybe just go get some buckets and start throwing buckets of water at this thing. I'm just saying. Thinking outside the box here, boys. Thinking outside the box. But yeah, it's not too devastating considering the fact that very few clones are actually able to make it into this sort of area of the battlefield as we speak right now. But, you know, it's still getting some kills. It's still blocking the clones from actually entering into this choke point at all, even with their limited numbers right now. But there is still a massive clone force further back that's still chugging along, coming forward. And the real hard part here is that this thing has this nice turret shield in the front, so the ability to get a blaster shot onto the driver is really, really difficult. They have to shoot him from the side, which it seems like a few clones are managing to do, but it's still a hard shot because he's got such a small head, small hitbox on a very large turret, so it's kind of tough. Not to mention the clones don't have any DC-15X in this battle because I felt like that would be too OP. DC-15Xs are just absurdly powerful. So I eliminated those from the battlefield. They're not allowed to have any of those. But that would make it significantly easier to take out that driver. And I think it was easier to take out the drivers of these turrets back here because, you know, they're much more out in the open. The clones could shoot them from the side a lot easier. But this one has cover from two different buildings on both sides of it. And as I say that, the driver does end up going down, but not before dousing some more clones in flames. I think that was a very impressive position right there, a very smart position from the battle droids, and it definitely did pay off. One of the mortars over here does end up going down due to just extreme amounts of fire, but the second mortar is still alive and well with two gunners on it, so if one gunner does end up going down, the other one will still be readily available to take over the firing position and get some good mortar shots out. The mortar seems to be focusing fire on the choke point. If I were it, I would be lobbing shells right on into this mass of clone troopers. Think about the number of kills you could get. I understand it's important to keep the choke point clear of clone troopers. It's a very important job, but you know, eliminate mass numbers. I think you got to be killing mass numbers in this instance and not going after, you know, one clone here or there. There's also these E-Web turrets off to the side, and every other time we've done this battle on this map, those E-Web turrets have been pretty devastating for the clones that enter into these choke points. Of course, those clones didn't involve 2,000 of them. Well, less now. We're probably at like 1,200 or something like that if we're counting losses as well as the 500 I deleted. So probably like 1,200 clones right now. That's a lot of clones. So, I mean, a choke point is good, but I don't know if it can hold that many clones back all at once. That's a bit much. But these guys will be able to get some kills at the very least. Yeah, here we go. First few clones sort of rounding this corner, coming at the E-Web turret here. That guy gets chopped down pretty quickly. The E-Web turret didn't even have to do anything. It was their cronies in that thing that are protecting the E-Web turrets there. So not only do they have powerful E-Web turrets, but they have dudes protecting the powerful E-Web turrets. It's a real pickle right there. It's a conundrum. It's tough out here. The clones are just not able to get into that sweet, sweet choke point right there because they're getting slaughtered before they can even make to it right now. Ooh, that was a big mortar shot right there. That took out a whole slew of clones. Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. But they are still very large in number, and they are still going to manage to, I think, beat this defense. I would be severely surprised if we had to bring in those 500 reinforcements. That would shock me. I would be shooketh. I would be shooketh, boys. It's just, I just don't see it happening. There's so many clones on the field. All right, this mortar takes another shot. Hit right there, dude. Just hit right there. It would be brutal. I don't even see where it's hitting. Oh, there it is. That was a terrible shot. I killed like 5 clones. Meanwhile, if it had hit like right here or like right here or even right here, it would have gotten like 30 clones all in one shot, which would have been beautiful. But instead, it's terrible. Ooh, big grenade right here from the clone troopers. Whoever snuck that one out there, good on you, bro. That ended up taking out an entire E-Web turret right there, and that's going to allow more troopers to come in this way like these two troopers are doing right now because that E-Web turret won't be able to shoot them, and this one has this wall in the way, so that won't be able to shoot it either. That is a big grenade move right there. Whoever did that deserves a promotion because that was big chungus, big brain moves. I love to see it, boys. Love to see it. Oh, all right. Taking a sip of that hydro homie water, boys. Is everyone staying hydrated out there? Is everyone drinking their agua? Their agua? Because it is important. It is important to not only the channel, but to the lifestyle of being a hydro homie. As more clone troopers die, we do get better FPS on the battlefield, which is just lovely. I would be lying if I wouldn't say I'm kind of happy that a lot of clone troopers are dying right now because it does mean that we are getting better frames per second, which makes it better to watch the video. Let's go into normal speed, I think, right now. I think we can make that acceptable. You know, we will take a little bit of a lag hit because of going into normal speed, but the faster the clones die, the better FPS we will be getting, so it's a bit of a trade-off. I am surprised this mortar team over here has not died yet. I am seeing them taking some shots, you know, but it seems like they're not taking enough shots to actually be killed. You know, I think vehicle teams in Men of War do have added health when their bodies are exposed, so they are a little bit less vulnerable. I don't know if that's entirely true, or it could be the fact that they're Magna Guards, so they're a little bit more of an elite unit. They're more powerful anyway. They have better armor. That could also be true, but either way, it does seem like they are doing better than, you know, sort of our average soldiers that are holding these choke points right now, and they're managing to live a little bit longer, which is crazy. I mean, the clones should definitely be just hard targeting those fellas. If they're not, I would be shocked. That would just be so stupid of them not to hard target those mortars, because that is causing the absolute most damage to these clone troopers. Now that the clones are closing in more and more on this choke point, it's becoming easier for the mortar to hit them, and it's resulting in more devastating losses because they're all clustered together here. You know, before when they were all back here and the mortar was just shooting 1 or 2 troopers at a time, that wasn't too bad, but now it's really bad. Actually, as we talk about it, the mortar does end up going down there. This thing was brutal. I want to see how many kills it got. How many kills? 153! That's insane. Its partner over here had 36, and the old-timey one up here had 25. Okay, so only one of the mortar ended up doing like an absurd amount of damage to the clone army. The other 2 didn't, but that's a-okay. One clone just absolutely blitzkriegs this room over here where the E-Web turret is stationed. He just ran on in there and got chopped down. You know, you gotta appreciate the gusto. Oh, this is doing the tilts glitch. That actually causes a lot of lag when those vehicles start doing the tilty thing, especially with the ATSTs. They do that little dance and then it lags the thing. I think it's whenever a dead vehicle gets hit by a hard explosion, it starts doing the little tilted towers dance, you know, the Fortnite moves, and then you gotta kind of delete it. It's a sad fact, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It just causes too much lag. Even though it's so adorable when it does the little dance, it causes too much lag. We got some grenading going on in here. One clone managed to make it into that room, too. Interesting. All right. How's the E-Web turret doing over this way? Yeah, it's still alive. It's still chugging along. It's still doing its thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, target it, boys. Take out that E-Web turret, baby. Keep them down, man. Don't allow them in. What are you shooting at right now? Oh, clones are actually coming in here and blitzkrieging, so it's having to deal with its own home territory here. Interesting, interesting. Most of the Magna Guards that are defending this immediate choke point are dead over here, so now it's like the back of the bridge that's getting really involved in the battle right now. And yet the clones are still sort of stuck on this choke point because of this stubborn E-Web turret in here, as well as a few rando Magna Guards in there as well. You know, they're being real stubborn. They're not letting the clones through, and it's resulting in the defenses back here not really getting hit too hard. I say that, and there's like a spray of clone fire coming in here. But I mean, they're pretty far away, so they're able to last a little bit longer. Although the choke point defense is kind of down for the count, I would argue, because all of the Magna Guards in here died. It's really just this E-Web. It's really just this E-Web that's preventing the clones from really coming on in here hard. It's tough, man. It really do be tough out here. It's not a good time. Not a good time. So, to be completely honest, guys, I had another 200K subscriber special planned in the form of a stop-motion video, but I decided to delay that. I was gonna rush the release of the second, you know, No Clone Left Behind video, that stop-motion that we did a few months back. I was gonna rush it, but I decided, you know what, I'd rather really work on it. So, that's still not getting released quite yet, but I will give you guys more updates on the progress of that stop-motion pretty soon. My other idea was to do 200,000 clone trooper units in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, because I think I figured out how to get that many troopers on the field without lagging it on Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, and I believe the clone units in that game are also fixed, because the mod was broken for a little while, but I think they're fixed now. So, you know, that was another option. Maybe we'll do that at a later date, but not right now. Not at the moment. It was not to be. In addition to that, I do have another kind of special video planned. Remember how maybe like a month ago? No, over a month ago, I did the 50 days of collecting Lego Clone Troopers, because that was the anniversary of the 50 days we started the Lego Clone Trooper army. Well, now I'm going to do a 100 days one with the entire Lego collection that we have collected thus far, which I think should be really, really cool. That will be coming out maybe this Sunday, I'm thinking, something along those lines, which should be pretty exciting and a pretty fun video because we'll be able to see the entire collection of Lego Clone Troopers and Lego Star Wars minifigures that we've collected on the channel in the past few days. I think that'll be really cool and really exciting, you know. I don't know if I'll continue to do that series, you know, maybe at like 500 days, but that's like over a year, you know. But I don't want to do it like every 50 days or even every 100 days. That feels like too frequent, you know. So maybe I'll do the 100 days and then maybe 500 days in like a year or so. We'll do a follow-up on how the collection has grown or whatever. Could be kind of cool. Either way, this side room over here has finally been taken, and I think that is going to open up the path for the Clone Troopers to head straight down the middle here and really start putting some pressure on these Magna Guards. The Magna Guards way back here have gone down for the most part. There's a few still kicking it. There's also some Magna Guards up here defending this top area. And they might be able to get a few kills, but I doubt they're too effective. I think this was the big effective point on the battlefield overall, and every point and position past this is going to be, you know, paling in comparison to this big Chungus defensive position here. Well, there is also this area back here, you know, the entrance to the Hydro Dam facility. This could be pretty good. You know, there's a solid number of troopers over here defending, and it is a bit of a choke point, but I think it's a lesser choke point than this one. This is like one of the greatest choke points in Star Wars gaming history. It's pretty epic, if we're being completely honest. I mean, this is a big Chungus defensive point. Either way, they are blitzing past the choke point now. All quiet at the moment. The clones are managing to make some pretty big gains here. Just move forward. You guys don't have to go in here. You can just push forward. You guys have the weight, you know? Y'all have the numbers. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now they're advancing forward. What we like to see. Okay. Yeah, this is huge. Holy cow. Look at all these soldiers, dude. It's absolutely nutty. Okay, and the battle commences again, now with the clones very clustered together, which is resulting in a big old lag spike here because they're all together right now. I think a few clones are dropping from some sniper rifles that the Magna Guards have, but I mean, the sheer number of clone troopers clustered together right here is very powerful. We've even got some Magna Guards up here managing to get a few shots off, but they have an awkward angle. I think there is a sweet spot for them that they're not really in right now, but maybe later they'll be a bit more effective. A couple of Magna Guards over there go down. A couple over here are getting heavily targeted right now, but they seem to be suppressed, so they're not really dying too much. These guys way back here aren't really firing at all. Maybe a few snipers are here and there, those who have enough range on their weapons to really get those good shots off, but beyond that, that's about it. Look how many clone troopers are right here. Wait, can I get a zoomed in photo? There we go. Look how absurd this is. Look at the sheer number of clone troopers right here. Imagine a flame turret right now just dousing these clone troopers in fire. Oh my god, that would be insanely brutal. That would be insanely brutal. But sadly, the last of the flame turrets did end up going down. I'd just be interested in seeing it. I think that'd be really cool. They'd just get roasted instantly. It'd be like an instant KO, boys. Be insane. Alright, they are not really going too far forward right now. Oh, there we go. The mass migration. The surge comes again, and one Magna Guard again makes the mistake of firing all alone, and it ignites the battle. Oh, these guys going on a big sprint. Look at this ARF trooper. Look how far he made it. What a champion. Oh, he did die, but like, hey, that was impressive. He actually got grenaded there. That was a bit surprising. Someone go do that. I'd love to see just like a bum rush kamikaze of all of these troopers all at once going forward. That'd be absolutely insane, but I think they're going to take it pretty slow and steady. That's sort of more the AI speed, is to take it more slow and steady. Take another sip of that hydro homie water. I did have some bean juice this morning, and it was a delectable bean juice. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 on the bean scale. You know, it was good stuff. It was good stuff. I was being a hyper homie, and I'm still kind of a hyper homie. You know, the bean juice effects do last a little while. So, I'm still pretty hyper right now. I hope these clones have been hyper and hydro homies today. Helps with the battle, you know. Helps them fight at peak capability. All right, they are getting sort of stagnated right here again. I mean, they've taken some pretty significant losses in this area. I'm actually surprised because it's not that big of a choke point, and there aren't that many Magna Guards out here. But I think maybe the sniper Magna Guards are really being the major problems right now. Yeah, this guy's got a sniper rifle, and he's managing to pepper them with some fire. And it's a high-powered sniper rifle, so I think one shot kill to the head probably, maybe even the torso, and then the legs are probably like a 2-shot kill. But most of the clones are laying on the ground, so their heads are more exposed. They're, you know, the biggest area that they can hit, so probably most of them are headshots, and I think that's probably leading to a lot of these clones dying. Literally, they take a few steps forward, and it's like insane amounts of fire. Just let them come forward, guys. You could probably kill more of them if you let them come forward, I'm guessing. This one poor Magna Guard way up here. Yeah, he didn't last very long. I don't know how he lived that long, you know? Through that entire thing, he still managed to stay up. These guys are starting to get some more fire. The clones are just now sort of coming into range of them, I'd say. The troopers up here are still doing pretty well. These guys never really ended up going down, which is shocking. I sort of thought they would. More clones going down. I'm surprised the clones haven't just, like, completely taken charge of this battle and just rolled. You know, that's what I would have really expected right now. I mean, there's so many clones left alive right now. I don't see how they haven't just, like, taken control, rolled through, and done it. They're taking their sweet time, apparently. And it's resulting in a lot of deaths. I think if they were to just sort of yeet on forward, they'd be golden. This battle would be in the past, but nah. They're going real slow and steady. Another sort of silence on the battlefield. More shots coming in from the Magna Guards. Clones not even responding with fire of their own. Come on, guys, forward! March! Alright, I'm gonna start squatting up the clones. It's time. It's time. The squatting has begun. It's a rule on this channel. After a certain amount of time and after the battle starts to stalemate, we squat up the attackers. It's a rule. I don't make the rules. It just happens. Okay, I do make the rules. But whatever, dude. Alright, these guys are, for the most part, squatted up. I mean, there's still a lot of solo units out there, but that's nothing I can do about that. Oh, and they begin their big march forward. Come on, make it really far this time. Get in a good range of these Magna Guards. There we go. Yeah, they're getting forward now. This is good. Oh, there was one Magna Guard right there who they assassinated. Grenade coming in. Is there a Magna Guard over here? There is. There is, in fact, a Magna Guard right there with a bow rifle, actually. A bunch of clones are, in fact, going down right here in the front lines yet again. Are these guys able to shoot them from up here? It doesn't really look like it. These guys are kind of useless, to be honest. I thought they were going to be able to shoot down, but it doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Yeah, I mean, the clones in the front, taking some losses, man, shows that sometimes numbers aren't everything. Because despite them having superior numbers, the Magna Guards are being able to just roast multiple of them all at once. Just really taking the fight to the clones and managing to destroy a lot of them. It's pretty good stuff. It's good. It's good stuff. Nice job. Yeah, this line of Magna Guards finally starting to go down a little bit more. That only took forever for them to take losses there. These guys in the back are starting to get a little bit suppressed. Even some going down over here, but they're still pretty far away from the front lines of the clones, I would say. Still far enough away that the clones aren't really able to hit them too hard. Not too hard. Yet there's some sniper shots coming in here that are one-shotting these clones in the head. I think that's where the majority of the clone losses are actually coming from right now. Those snipers are brutal, man. Alright, another quiet point on the battlefield. No one's shooting. No one's firing. It's a stalemate. But they're already squatted up, so there's no point in me re-squatting them up. Look at the losses here. It's insane, dude. Alright, here we go. Here we go. They're marching on forward again. Get really far forward, boys. Get really far forward. No, you're stopping right there. What is this? Is that where I set the last point to? No, that can't be. Why would I set the last point to there? Let's see. No, the last point's set to way up there. I don't know why they're stopping here. Oh, is it because of this Magna Guard right here? Yep, they're all staring at that Magna Guard. Like dogs. They're like, huh, Magna Guard. Look at them. Bunch of doofuses. How about you go forward and fire? All right, you know what? We're sending a squad forward. This is doofy. This is doofy. Go on forward, squad. Oh yeah, crawl forward, sure. Be the alpha chads. The crawling alpha chads. Dink 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 dink. Clone squad. They literally just got to kill this one guy, and then I think they can start progressing again. It's so funny how they're all just standing there staring and not doing anything about it. Alright, here we go. Yep, that's all you had to do. Oh, and that sparked a whole lot of battle here. These clones in the very front on their Alpha Chad mission are now the Vanguard troopers, having to fire away for the rest of the clone army, who's in the back, sort of giving them some cover fire. A couple of the clones in the front are, in fact, going down pretty brutally, but, you know, they're still lasting. They're holding out pretty nicely here. They're killing a few Magna Guards here and there, taking them out nicely. Love to see it. B-E-A, beautiful, boys. B-E-A, beautiful. Yeah, some good clapping cheeks here. Like to see it. Yeah, most of the Vanguards are dead, though. The tragic reality that the Vanguard most of the time dies in battles. It's tough out here. It really do be tough out here. You know, they're getting the kills of these guys back here, though. It's not all bad. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of slowed down this battle. It's turned into sort of this awkward, like, really far away firing. You know what I'm saying? Really, really far away. It's just sort of a pitched battle now. Neither side really managing to, like, make the full pressure happening. I kind of want to see a clone bonsai charge. I'm gonna be honest. I think this style of warfare is really boring, and I'd rather see like a clone bonsai charge forward. So I think that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go in slow-mo. We're gonna gather the clone forces and have them attack forward. I think it's more fun when we do this kind of a thing. We've been watching the same pitched battle for the past 20 minutes with little to no results going on. So I think it's about time we had them sort of do the yeet, do the big yeet forward, and see how that ends up going. The big yeet. The big yotus. We are yoting right now. Alright, there we go. The yote! Bonsai! Go, clones, go! I want to see you guys fight. I want to see you guys win. Come on, boys. Sally forth. We are taking some losses, which is to be expected from the bonsai charge, but here we go. Now we're getting some good fire out from our clone brothers right here. They managed to take out the majority of that Magna Guard line right there. Some of the Magna Guards on the right over here also managing to get suppressed, but a lot of the clones are ending up going down here. It is tough. I'm actually shocked by how well the Magna Guards are managing to do during the entirety of this battle. It is rather impressive that the Magna Guards are managing to get this many kills on 2,000 clone troopers. I thought what would happen would be that the clones just sort of ended up just sweeping on forward, but I think the clones, in all honesty, are sort of showing how numbers aren't everything. If you play the game really stupidly, and you don't really, you know, play smart and do things the way you should be doing them, you're gonna die out. And that's honestly kind of it for that clone squad. I think we need to start spawning in 500 more clones, so I'll be right back. Alright, boys, we got roughly 500 more clone troopers here, and in fact, those clone troopers who were fighting earlier on are coming forward in, I messed up the camera, are coming forward ahead of the 500 clones, and now the 500 clones are getting involved in the battlefield. I only spawned in DC-15A clone troopers because before we had DC-15A and DC-15C clones, and I thought, you know what, DC-15C clones are basically useless at this juncture in the battle. They're just not powerful enough to actually hit these shots that they need to. Oh, we've actually got clones coming up over here, finally taking care of these Magna Guards that were up on this little side area. The Magna Guards do get a cheeky little grenade off right there, and they're getting a lot of fire in on these clone troopers, taking out wide swaths of them as they come up. Such a small little defense, being pretty devastating against the clone trooper lines. Again, quantity isn't everything. I mean, it certainly helps to have maximum numbers, but if your strategy is just absolute poo, then, you know, you're not going to be able to do nearly as much as you thought you'd be able to. Alright, Magna Guards are taking some shots at these clone troopers right now. The clones finally actually sort of pile driving forward. The reinforcements seem to be a lot less wary than the other clones that we were using for the rest of the battle that basically all died. These guys seem to be a lot more cocky, a lot more confident in their plays, and this is kind of the strategy you need to take when you have maximum numbers. Just yeet forward, boys. You know, you can't be too cautious with huge numbers because you're just going to get slaughtered in the back lines. But if you do just sort of kamikaze with your numbers, yes, you will take some pretty severe losses, but you'll eliminate the enemy and therefore the enemy won't be able to fire at you anymore. You know, I think this is a bit more of an effective strategy than the other strats, in my personal opinion. These Magna Guards over here are getting pretty badly suppressed here and killed, which is good. That's better than suppression for the clone troopers, of course. Suppression's great, but if you're not getting the kills in the suppression, what's the point? The clones making it farther forward than they ever have before with this revamped fighting force here. They're still taking some losses, especially these guys back here. The guys on the right seem to be faring a little bit better, but they're taking out the Magna Guards on the inside, and that's all that really matters here. The Magna Guards are slowly but surely being eliminated from the battlefield, and the Hydro Homie army will eventually own the water. They'll own the water on all planets. This is the only source of water in the entire Star Wars galaxy. Little known fact. Little known fact right there. No one really knows it, but water is a scarcity in the Star Wars galaxy. You gotta drink blue milk or no water at all. That's just a fact. It's just a sad fact. Man, this map has really good, or sorry, really bad skyboxes for the camera. If you even hit the edge of a wall, the camera like shoots upward and then you can't zoom in again, and so you have to fix it. It's really obnoxious. It's a really bad map for that, to be honest. It's pretty brutal. Alright, the clones are about to enter into the Hydro Dam here. They are just spraying down Magna Guards who dare to stand up to them, who dare to fire back at the Clone Trooper army. I don't know what it is, but this Clone Trooper army has some gusto. The previous clones did not have any gusto, but these clones have the gusto they need to actually make it in and fight the enemy. It's impressive, really. The lack of gusto was disgusting in the last army, but the gusto here is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. The gusto. A couple of Magna Guards off in this little office area. They're managing to get some good shots out. A couple of them have bow rifles, which are pretty powerful snipers. So maybe they'll be able to get a couple of clone kills there. But it seems like the clones are on a roll now. The few losses they will take coming up here will likely not result in a faltering of the clones. They'll likely be able to sort of roll the rest of this map and manage to get the dubski overall, I would say. I think this will be dubski time, in fact. Yeah, the Magna Guards in the back, they are managing to get some shots off, but they're getting overwhelmed by clone fire. Lots of them getting suppressed. Lots of them getting suppressed. A couple of clones are dying as they enter into the Hydro Dam here. It's tough. Oh, look at this. Look at this. They're coming through the walls. They're phasing through the walls. Oh, little Kapuya action there. Love to see it. One Magna Guard stands guard at this little doorway here. I don't think he's even firing. I don't think he has the angle right now. Let's see. Clone dares to defy him. Oh, clones are going in. What is happening here? Oh, Magna Guard gets shot down. It looks like he went for the grenade, but didn't manage to get it off. Rest of the clones cleaning up the last few Magna Guards here. All right. Oh, what we got here? Oh, there's a Magna Guard stuck in here. I'll move him out. He was stuck in the wall, so the clones weren't able to actually kill him. There we go. All right. Yep, last few Magna Guards in their final stand defense here. Getting shot up by the Clone Trooper bros. I messed up the camera again. Ah! This map can be infuriating in terms of camera movement. Infuriating. Yep, last few Magna Guards here. Going down. Going down. Only 4 remain. We got a machine gunner, we got a couple E5 men, and a pistol trooper. So, not a great mix, you know? Not a great mix at all. What are you guys doing over here? Is there another Magna Guard stuck in the wall? Take everyone out. There we go. I think they killed him. That was derpy. Oh, this map. This map is sometimes so good, but also so derpy sometimes. Oh, no. They're walking away. Wait, you guys got to attract them. Here, I'll do a last stand with this Magna Guard. I want to do it with the machine gun Magna Guard, actually. Oh, he's healing. He's healing. I want to see if I can Rambo this guy and get some kills. Get some kills with him. All right, ready? Ha! Nope. Wow. Wow, I really tried to. How about this guy? Oh, he doesn't have far enough range. Wait, what? Oh, this is a shotgun, not an E5. Go forward! Oh, nope, he died almost instantly. Last two Magna Guards. Forward, my friend. Another shotgunner. Another shotgunner, not good at range at all. And then a pistolman. So really, this last stand defense was terrible. And there we go. The clones do manage to win the day there. They managed to take the Dubski. And it was only the reinforcement clones who managed to do it. So, like, over 1,500 clone troopers died in this assault. If we look at the deaths here, yellow are dead Magna Guards, red are dead clone troopers. I mean, the comparison is awful. So many clones died compared to Magna Guards. So many! It's insane, dude. Over 1,500 dead clones on the battlefield. Maybe like 100, 150 dead Magna Guards. Absolutely nutty. Absolutely nutty. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to smash that like button. Thank you guys again for 200,000 subs. We also got the check mark on the channel, which is cool. We got verified. That on the same day we hit 200K. That's pretty epic if you ask me. So thank you guys so much. This wouldn't be possible without you, and it means a lot to me to have this community. So thank you. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.